Hey, so today I want to talk to you about, once again, the climate crisis. I want to discuss why some people do not believe that the climate crisis is a real thing that is happening, and why we have scientific evidence that it is indeed a real thing happening, and what that means for us, the people living right now on planet Earth. Okay, since we know that fossil fuels are millions and even up to 3 billion years old, that means no one had dug or drilled for the fossil fuels before us, modern day generation, from the industrial age until now. So at the onset of the industrial age is when we went full force into using fossil fuels to create energy and transport ourselves. So basically, for the last 100 years or so, we have been in an enclosed space, burning a big pile of fossil fuels and heating that enclosed space, because Earth is a planet enclosed by an atmosphere. So it's like walking into a room that has closed doors and closed windows and no ventilation, and then you just light a big pile of rubbish in the center of the room. Okay, so eventually, you being in that environment, the room is going to get hot and heated, it's going to get smoky, and it's going to become unsustainable pretty fast for you. So you are not going to be able to survive in that environment. Well, that is the same thing we have done with planet Earth, because Earth is a planet that is enclosed with an atmosphere. It creates like a room in the universe, a room in space. And so what we've done is we've just stripped and drilled all of these fossil fuels from within inside the Earth, and we've taken them basically and put them in a big pile and just burn them up in the enclosed room of Earth. And it's the same thing, only because Earth is huge compared to a tiny room. The effects that we are seeing are spread out and taking longer. And since it's been 100 years, basically, since we've been burning the fossil fuels, we're just now starting to see those effects manifest over the long term. And this is why we can't say, oh, well, how do we know that the climate crisis is real? Because there's no history of this happening. And it's because, we are the modern day generation that discovered, hey, we can dig and strip and mine and drill for these fossil fuels, and then we can use them to create energy and fuel and byproducts like, asphalt and petroleum and everything, plastics and everything that we get from the fossil fuels once we process them and put them through the refinement and turn them into, after the crude oil, we turn them into their final product for mass consumption. So this is harming the environment that we are doing this, because it is the same as closing ourselves up in a room and lighting a fire and trying to continue existing in that environment. And we cannot do that. So because Earth is bigger, it's taking longer and it's spread further out to where we can't, see it immediately right in front of our face. But that does not mean that it's not happening. And because we are that modern generation to dig all these fossil fuels up and burn them, it's creating this heated climate and this climate crisis that we're witnessing in our modern day generation. So because we are the ones who actually started it by burning the fossil fuels, we need to be the ones who correct it and heal the climate, because that's really important for all of us, for everyone that will be born from this day forward. They want to be born to a sustainable planet the same way that we were given that opportunity and that chance to be born to a sustainable planet. We don't want to screw all that up, and then 50 years from now, when the planet is basically totally screwed and there's no going back from that, then they're going to be thinking the elders who failed to heal the climate and protect future generations, so they would have that same opportunity and have a home to be born to, a home planet and a sustainable planet, the same as you and I. So it's important that we address this issue and we don't continue going forward in denial, because denial is only going to get us doomed, and we need to address it and do what it takes to apply the climate crisis remedy for a happy Earth, such as the hydrogen theory and the Hydroport Official, which you can check out at Hydroport.Official.com, Hydroport.Life, and Slayton.com. I'm the author and CEO of THC Industries, Hydroport Official, and I am seeking investors so that I can